Welcome to the MADA safety video on preventing dealership eye injuries. In this video, we're going to talk about safety tips for preventing eye injuries in a dealership service department. Of all injuries that occur to dealership employees, eye injuries are the third most common type of injury by body part. Most eye injuries are completely preventable with proper use of eye protection. Many injuries occur from flying particles, some as small as the head of a pin. Most are way too small to even be able to see and avoid. And failure to wear eye protection when needed is the number one cause of eye injuries that our employees suffer. Causes of eye injuries. For the purposes of this video, we're going to break them down into three different categories based on hazards related to jobs that your employees do. Impact injuries, exposure to chemicals, and burns and radiation injuries are the most prevalent injuries to the eyes of a dealership technician. Talking about preventing eye injuries, first we want to talk about impact injuries. Impacts by far are the most common. Foreign objects in the eyes, flying particles, tools hitting hammers and punches, and just assorted flying stuff is what causes the bulk of the eye injuries that we get. Impact injuries most common, again, when PPE is not used when needed. Safety equipment, safety glasses, face shields, whatever is appropriate for the job, needs to be rated by the ANSI Z87.1 standard. This is how you know if it's really safety glasses or eye protection. Prescription eye glasses are not safety glasses regardless of what the doctor told you. Even if they're polycarbonate lenses, they don't meet the impact standards, they don't have sight protection. You really need to wear safety glasses. Eyeglasses just aren't enough. If they don't say Z87.1 on them somewhere, they're not safety glasses. They're not safety or eye protection either, whether it's a face shield or safety glasses. Prescription safety glasses are available at very reasonable costs. The dealership may even be willing to split the cost with you. Or you can purchase safety glasses that fit over the top of prescription glasses. We realize that a large portion of eye injuries that occur are to employees that wear prescription glasses, but the prescription glasses just do not provide enough protection. So look into a pair of prescription safety glasses or a pair of over goggles that would fit over top your glasses to provide protection. Most eye injuries occur during what we call gray areas of employees working. Usually when we observe a technician grinding or cleaning gaskets or welding or cutting, sparks flying, etc. Bulk of the time, everybody's got safety glasses on. But if they're just underneath a car cleaning off something with brake cleaner, if they're buzzing off lug nuts to pull a tire, usually it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Usually safety glasses aren't being worn. We've actually had eye injuries from technicians sticking needle nose pliers in their eyes when they're pulling on a clip and the plier slipped. So very important to wear the glasses at all times that you need them, and maybe just a little bit more to kind of help cover those gray areas. Okay. Here's a few examples of times that we've observed employees that don't generally use PPE as needed. Kind of the most frequent times actually that we observe. Using air tools to remove tire lug nuts, working under cars, performing oil changes close to draining hot oil without safety glasses on. Oil can certainly splash, and we get some injuries from hot oil being splashed in the eyes. Employees using spray cans of brake cleaner to clean vehicle parts without safety glasses. Detailers using caustic cleaning chemicals, wheel cleaners, red hot type cleaners, etc. And detailers using compressed air and blowguns for cleaning. Not only should they use safety glasses, but hearing protection too, but that's a topic for a different training session. So, air tools to remove lug nuts, very common. Again, we see that a lot. Just think back to the time when you pulled the trigger on an impact and the socket came flying off and went across the bay because something was loose or it wobbled. Imagine what that'd feel like if it hit you in the eye. So you really need to wear safety glasses. Okay, according to policy, most dealerships adhere to this policy. Some dealerships adhere to a policy that if you're in the service department at any time you wear safety glasses. If that's the case, you certainly need to abide by that. But at the minimum, what we ask as an insurance company as well as the bulk of the dealers that participate in our fund. They ask that you wear safety glasses when you're working with air-powered tools, working with chemicals, working beneath the vehicle on the lift, hammering on anything, making metal contact, again a chisel or a punch or anything that you're beating on with a hammer, grinding, or if you're cleaning such as gasket removal or polishing wheel, welding or cutting, obviously. They're doing anything that can create flying particles. If you're buffing a vehicle, if you're using brake lathe, powered hand tools, etc. Anything that can create a flying object, you need to have, or flying particle, you need to have safety glasses on. So, types of eye protection available. Here's a graphic of the basic types. Shaded safety glasses, face shield, goggles, or helmet. One thing to remember here is it's very important that you may actually, based upon the job you're doing, need two different types at the same time. It may be a combination of face shield and safety glasses, or maybe safety glasses and a welding helmet. Just depending on what you're doing. Safety glasses do not provide adequate protection against chemical splash. You drop a container, it splashes in the face, battery blows up, the safety glasses aren't going to work. So you may need a combination of safety glasses and face shield or goggles to prevent against chemical splash. So, in conclusion, just kind of some basic stuff we already talked about. Just a couple of thoughts I want to throw into. You only have one set of eyes. They won't grow back. Let that sink in for a second. You lose an eye, it won't grow back. So do everything you can to prevent injury that could cause you to lose your sight. Know the proper type of eye protection needed for your job and use it. It won't do any good if you don't use it. If you don't think you needed eye protection, you may be right. You may never need it again if you lose your sight. So just let that sink in and think about that too. Okay, this concludes our video on eye protection. Thank you for your time. Everybody go be safe and put your safety glasses on.